Okay, so let's actually get into the numerical breakdown of the income earning opportunity in mortgage protection sales. So we've talked a lot about the pros and cons, why this is a good business, what the long and short term opportunities are. So let's look at the actual income earning opportunity that you could conceivably do at selling mortgage protection insurance. So we're going to assume the following. So there's some things we got to assume when it comes to the numbers. So first of all, we're taking a look at 15 leads weekly. And I'll mention this as before we go. You can scale this up or down, whatever it is that you want. It's totally up to you. But 15 leads weekly is what we're looking at. That's a good number to start for a lot of new agents because you're going to set a lot of those appointments if you learn your appointment setting script very well. And then so the weekly cost for leads is going to be somewhere between $650 to $700. Depends on the vendors that you use. So I just scaled it up closer to the high end to give us a little bit more realistic expectation. So I said $695 weekly lead cost. We're going to assume a 10% cancellation lapse not taken ratio. So on the income, we're going to subtract 10% right off the top just to give us a realistic expectation of real long-term income over the first year earned. We're going to assume a monthly $500 travel and gas expense as well. The average commission we're going to take is an $800 commission. I'm averaging that. It could be higher, it could be lower. This is kind of a middle of the road number. The average appointment set rate off of 15 leads, we're going to assume you're going to get 10. And we're going to assume that out of that 10% are not going to show up. So let's say you only see 9 of those 10. And the close ratio, we're going to assume is 2 policies for every 3 completed appointments. So you may be wondering, well, that's pretty high. That's 67% conversion ratio. Well, you have to understand, generally a lot of these leads we're going to be seeing are people who are spouses. And obviously, one person shouldn't be insured, both should be insured. I own out life insurance on myself, but my wife definitely needs life insurance and she has it. And why does she have it? Even though my wife stays at home, she's a homemaker, she takes care of my children. Well, that is an economic activity. Sure, there's no money made from it, or at least initially, but there's a lot of value in the fact of having imagine if your spouse at home dies. Think of what it would cost to replicate that activity that she did. Somebody who makes the home, somebody who raises the kids, somebody who carts the kids around to do things, prepares the food, cleans the house, takes care of me. It's pretty expensive activity, guys. So you should always insure the spouse as well as the breadwinner. And so that's why you see a 2 policies for every 3 completed appointments, because it's really important that a lot of these people you'll see are husband and wives, and you get them both insured. Not just one, but both. Some kind of insurance is important. And so you got to write something on each of them. So that's why there's a higher amount, whereas a lot of these people say final expense. 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3 are single, they're widows. They're on their own, so there's a lower close ratio as a percentage of compared to leads and appointments.